Welcome back everybody to another episode of Willies Workshop. Back tonight with the aces. So yeah, we've got a few spare hours tonight. We've got our good old green herbal tea and we're ready to rock and roll. So far we've bought one ace. It turned out it was buggered and no good. So what do? You buy a second ace. We've done that, we've tinkered around with the engines, we've stripped out the interior one, and now we're just about finished stripping out the interior with this one. So without further ado, why don't we get back at it and fix the wiring, the bloody wiring in this car. Well, let's get it on. I'm actually super stoked with how this is turning out, so let's get into the rest of the car. So yeah, you might be able to see a bit of the rat's nest that we've got here. We've got one or two more cables just to strip out, and then we should be able to have a much better look at this outside of the car and we'll be able to compare it to the good one. So, hot brew. It's good. All right, let's hopefully not spill that everywhere, but so we've got a few strays in here. Oh wow, okay. That's that dealt with. Now, what did this one? This goes into the same god awful mess. All right, well, that looks about as good a place as any to me, to be honest. I think we're all clear on that side, actually. 3 wires, not too bad. All right, let's get this hunk of junk out of here. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about when it's a bit of a rat's nest. Oh, steady on. Trust me, it's only green tea I've had tonight. We'll wait till tomorrow before we have some G&Ts. Anyway, you can see the fuse box is all uncovered. We've got wiring going in and out of the wall there. This is a hodgepodge of a mess. They've clipped it into the steering rack. But these wires all the way down here, you can see they just wrapped around the steering column. And then it gets a bit better here. We're getting back over to original. But again, we've got more wiring down the side of the bloody car. So you can see what it looks like in this place. And here's a bit more what it should look like when it's a bit more tidier. So, we've got it's all nicely wrapped up, still original, fuse box covers there. We don't have a hodgepodge of wiring everywhere. So that's what we want to get the red car looking like. And hey, look, again, similar situation. We take a look here on the back of the dash. I mean, we've got a lot of the heating fans in the way, but you can see it's relatively tidy. You've got the cords, and they're just where they need to be, where the wires are, I should say. And then if we look at the red one, we can see we're in a much more world of pain here. We've got all sorts going on here. This is all pulled out. We've got so many different things split into everything. The junctions, they're all a mess. We've got wires connecting into wires, splitting off into wires, into cut wires, into more wires, it's a mess. But the good news is, I think we'll just rip out a lot of this and we will just put it back to normal, and if we want to add anything extra, we can then do that. We'll do it properly. All right, let's get cracking on this. So I guess the good thing is that we've actually done a lot of this already once. We're well practiced at it. It wasn't a complete waste of time. We can sort of just go gung-ho onto this one, rip it all apart, and we should have a fairly good idea where everything goes and what it's for, just off our memory. Tea's going to get in the way, isn't it? To be honest, we can probably get rid of this now. That was easier than I thought. Now you might be asking, Willie, why are you even bothering with this hunk of junk over here? Don't you have a perfectly good dash? And well, yes, I do have a perfectly good dash, but to be honest, this is still usable and I do want to put it back. I don't want to sort of just roll the white car down the side of the hill. It might be useful for someone else. I could just throw this in the white car, not needed spares as it is, and the car will run. But I think that's just kind of a crap job. I don't know why. the more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm thinking I shouldn't do it, but I kind of just want to tidy this up. A lot of this is unnecessary, unneeded, and the next person who picks it up is going to be just as miffed about it, if not more so, because this wiring harness has a lot extra that goes to the red car, not even in the white car. So basically what I want to do is just lay it all out, find where it is that they've cut up, what they've cut up, and what else extra we have in here that we can remove or alter or keep. I guess to be fair, we could keep some of this wiring. That is an option. Not necessarily an option I want to do, but it is an option. Alright, so basically everything up to this junction here, all of this on the left is in reasonably good nick. Now what has happened here, because maybe this is just a bit of sun has gotten to it and caused it to lose its stick. Weird, but for the most part that's fine. It's looking about the same. And I haven't done this very well because all this is actually hidden behind everything, so you can't quite see it very well. I can sort of see it. I know you won't be able to. And it gets a little bit confusing because a lot of it, they've kind of bunched up. I think I might find is, this one is, we've got a blue, white, we've got a blue, white, a blue, a grey, and a yellow. And that's what we've got here. We've got 4 here. So, I see what's going on here. Yeah, now this makes 100% sense to me now. At first I was just looking at this and I was like, this is garbage. That is where they've cut it off at the old stereo connector and they've spliced in 2 wires into all of this. I'm not sure what the yellow and the blue are for or go to at the moment, but normally yellow is ignition, black will be earth, and you got a blue, white and a blue. So I don't know what the blue, white and the blue do. The blue, white and the blue are probably the speakers. Oh no, wait, here we go. So I know this one here, I think this is, so this car had 1 speaker in it. It was routed, but it was here, it was plugged into this one, just up in the corner here. So we know the yellow and the blue, just yellow and straight blue on this plug are the speaker wires, at least speaker wires for the driver's side. So we know that's what they will go to. So yeah, that's why they're unclipped, because they actually ran these black wires to the speakers. So makes sense why those are cut. This must be the earth and the blue wire must be the power, something like that. Anyway, be able to figure it out more closely by looking at this. Yeah, it appears that this yellow one here, which will be the ignition power, is connected to the blue wire, and the black is connected to the black, and the rest of these are speaker wires. Oh, and that makes sense, because I was like, where's the red positive charge? And that was that long one that we just cut. So they had obviously wired that in, don't know where yet, hardwired it in, probably hopefully to the battery, I don't know. But what else we got in here? So if that's yellow sorted, black sorted, red sorted, we know what happened with all of those. We've got 2 greens, 2 whites, 2 silvers, 2 purples, and I know those are all your standard colors, standard plug. So I do still have this stereo, to be honest. I don't know how good it is. I don't know that it works properly. I could put it in the white car. I could just cut it all up though. Oh, decisions. Do I keep this wiring or do I just give it the boot? Look, who am I kidding? This white car is a parts car. Why would I be trying to install a stereo unit? Even if it is a used one that I'm probably not going to keep. Why would I waste my time installing that into this car? If anything, if I really want to, well, they say cut down the river, not up the stream. What I did realise is that this dashboard doesn't have a cigarette lighter in it, and you know, why is that important? Because I'm a chain smoker, can't you hear it in my voice? I've had lung cancer 3 times and I'm so dumb with trouble. Also, you know, it's a bit of an old car, it's not so modern, it doesn't have your USB ports, yeah, SD cards, this, that, and the other thing. So what is really useful is to actually have a USB port. I mean, anyone who's grown up around cars over the last 15, 20 years, you know, how did we charge everything? How did we make our MP3s, our iPods work? Plug it into the cigarette lighter. So that is fantastic. It means I was thinking I might have to install that. Now I know I don't have to, because I do want to put a cigarette lighter in here, so I can definitely do that. I've already got the wiring, so I'm actually very, 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 very happy with that. So I mean, that's my wiring loom now. It was easier than I thought. It was just like a lot of kind of staring at it, talking and fumbling around with my fingers, but boom, they can go back in the red car, kind of like just this layout. I'm actually super stoked with how this is turning out, so let's get into the rest of the car because I'm enjoying this. Yeah. So yeah, I guess this is a bit like cleaning your room. It kind of sucks when you make a start. You know, it's a lot of effort just trying to get things working, get the process started, but now we're getting to reap the fruits of our labour. It's kind of nice just seeing everything come together, tidied up. So, what do we got? Yeah, we've got a ton of wires in here. Some of them go into the front of the car, some of them go into the back of the car. So, I think we're just going to go through and take them out, eh? Where's the snippies? And we'll just cut it there. Well, I suppose I have to take the back of this car out sooner or later, so may as well do that now since we're chasing this wire. Oh yeah, now I've got to tidy up this this is the mess. Well, it's mostly gone, and now we've just got this to tidy up, and there's definitely some wiring going forward into the bonnet, so we'll have to have a quick squiz up there and see if there's anything up front we got to cut out.
A few moments later.
Now, you know, I was watching Jack builds it, and he said something quite profound the other day, is that quite often he will just stare at his cars, and you know, he thinks it's very important. You know, it might be for 30 seconds, it might be for 30 minutes, it could be 30 days. Hopefully it's not 30 days. But anyway, you know, a moment of clarity will come to you. And so I was kind of sitting here staring at this mess, thinking about repinning and putting it all back together, and how awfully mundane that is, how much I don't want to do that. And then I thought, well, you know what, same with the dash, the wiring loom is actually really good in the other car, we could just switch it over. Yeah, this brain thought comes to me. Anyway, sort of maybe luckily, fortunately, you sit there again for another 30 seconds and you stare at it and you go, God damn, that's a lot of work. I mean, you know, I've got to disconnect the wiring from the engine bay, I've got to pull it through from the front fenders, it goes all the way, runs through to the back of the car, and I'm going to have to undo everything up here. Yeah, that's just twice as much work, pulling apart things already that I don't want to. Why make more work for myself? So yeah, that's where I got to. But then you sit there again for another 30 seconds or 30 minutes or whatever it is, and you stare at it some more and you go, you know what? How hard can it be? It can't be that hard, can it? Well, we can do it. Surely, you know, it's just a bolt here, a bolt there. So I think we will do it. I mean, I just really don't want to be bothered tidying this up so much. Call me crazy, but I think we might just give it a go. So I'm taking everything off because I planned to take everything off anyway. I just wasn't planning on doing it tonight. This is gonna be ridiculous. I can barely squeeze my hand in here. I don't know, maybe I should take this wheel off now. Oh well. Fucking spiders everywhere on these cars. Fuck. Oh, how hard of a job do I really want to make this? That's a fuck. Oh, well, that's doesn't even fit. Okay. Hopefully one of these fits. Oh, Jesus. God, that had me worried because this one's too small. What's the bet? It's one of these other wheels and it's got that size on it. I need more room than that. That doesn't sound good. That is, I believe, where there is a small amount of rust. Fuck it. Try for here. I feel like that's the better spot. The issue I've got is a small amount of rust on both sides. It's just right here. It's not too bad. I think this side's worse than the other side. It's just trying to be a little bit careful that I don't crush, snap, break something more than it already is, if I can help it. So one thing I did notice is this car has some other type of 12-inch wheels on it. Hyundai or something, doesn't really matter. The center hubcaps don't really fit on it as well because the offset is different. I'm not sure what it is, but it's different. And what I did notice is that these wheels are 55/80 R12s. It's still for a 12-inch wheel. I mean, it's not 55, 155/80, which I think means, I don't really know what it means, but it's bigger. I can tell that for sure. This tyre bigger than the tyres on the other Subaru. So I was thinking about putting on the wheels from the white one, which we know are correct for this car. And this is also something else I wanted to have a look at, was the state, and there they are pretty manky. Get this wheel out of the way. I don't know how well that's shown up for you, but Jesus, they have, those rotors have seen much better days, hub included. But yeah, we'll wait until we see what's, not too bad, it's just very rusty. We'll wait until we see what's on the other car before we make any final decisions. But yeah, let's see the state of these and the That does not look like it's going to come off easily. Another good thing to note is we've got more spider nests. Spiders just love these cars. Anyway, we've got that off. Now we can get, as I had bigger tyres, had bugger all space to get in here. So now we've got more space. Hopefully we'll be able to whip off the fender inner so we can get to the wiring loom. Remind me again why we decided to do this the hard way. Well, it ain't going to do itself. God damn it, do I just take this whole fender off? Because I'm absolutely battling here. And he's got one rusty nut. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the whole bumper off just to get the fender off. So we're trying to take out the wiring we need to take off the fender, but we can't quite get the fender. Well, we can't get the fender in off because we've got a rusty screw there, and maybe I could try and grind it off. Why the fuck are these always so rusty? Seriously? Oh, fantastic. Here's the inner fender, if you so much cared. We'll just put this over to the side. Nice and out of the way for now. We did all that work just so we could pull that through. No, but in all seriousness, I was planning on pulling this all apart anyway. There was a lot of things that we've already talked about to go through. But that was a lot of work just to get to this bad boy right here. That's where that wire went. Oh, I guess we found that. Couldn't see it from the other angle, but there it is. Anyway, it is now very late in the night, after midnight, probably well after midnight. Yeah, we've done a lot of work today. I think we'll cap it off there. Yeah, didn't quite achieve what we set out to, but that's the way it is. These classic cars, you know, they're just full of gems, surprises, whatnot. That's what we love about our classic cars is you just, you know, no two are the same. Ain't that the truth? These two cars might be the same make and model, but they're worlds apart in terms of what's been tinkered with and done with them over the past. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I think it's bedtime, that's for sure. Work to do in the morning. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. Next time we keep soldiering on. I think we will pull this apart, be able to pull it through, and we'll actually be able to get the internal wiring out tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Peace.